guys, welcome back. I got the other transistor in for the tapper monitor. I got that installed, put it back in the game. Monitor is up and running and it's working really well. I forgot this thing has an audio problem. It plays the sounds and everything, but when you play the game, it makes a thump sound. So I don't know, I don't have a whole audio rebuild kit. I'm going to start with the capacitors. I think I have enough. I think I have all the capacitors I need to change on it. So I think what I'm going to do is pull out the audio board, change the capacitors, see if that thump is still there. I'm going to play it real quick so you guys can see it and hear it. And we'll start with that, see if that makes a difference. It's working, so I'm hoping it's just a cap or something out of place. So basically, when I first put the monitor chassis back in the tapper, I was having a sync issue, and I came to this plug here and realized that there was a jumper wire that jumped to two sync wires together. I don't know why that's in there. I don't know if that's something I did or if it came like that. But anyways, I cut it and that cleared up the issue. And this monitor, I can put my ground wire, which comes from the cabinet, to the frame, and it works just fine. So I don't know what the deal is with that, why that's like that, but it is. So anyways, this is the inside of the tapper. If you guys don't remember it, you can see how nice and clean the power brick is and everything from when I did it all. But there's our audio board right up in there. I'm gonna have to pull that out and work on it and see if we can't get this noise to stop. I'm gonna turn it on so that you guys can hear the noise. I don't want to play it like that for very long because it definitely sounds weird. Like, I don't know what the deal is with it. But you know what? I was having a real bad thump on the Journey when the tape deck would turn on, and that ended up being the tantalum caps on the amp board. So when I replaced all those, it took care of the problem. So hopefully placing these caps on this one will take care of the problem if I have all the caps that I need to do it. Let me turn the lights off. But you can see it's a real nice monitor. To be honest with you, I got the blue up too high. That blue is way too high. I didn't even notice that one. See, that's the thing is with a monitor, when you turn the lights off, it's a different view than when the lights are on. And I need to make the screen wider, I think. Let me see if I can mess with this a little bit here. I can't see right now when I'm adjusting because it's dark inside the cabinet. Oop, vertical hold. There we go. And I let this run for about an hour today, after I put the monitor chassis in it, and it ran perfectly. No issues whatsoever, so hopefully this monitor is fixed. That looks a little better there. Okay, so let me just play it real quick. I'm not going to play a full game or anything. I used to play a lot of this, and I used to always make it to the last screen, but I never could get past that. I have not played it in a long time because the monitor was out and it was, you know, rolling continuously no matter what I did. So I just kind of, for the past 6 months, haven't even played it. So let me just play it for a minute just so you can hear this noise. It's on level. Did you hear it right there? Oops. I'm trying to get it to do that noise. Right there. I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like interference. But I'm hoping it's just the amp board, and we can get that fixed real quick. But you can hear it. It sounds like crap. Really, dude? Okay, let me pull it out. We'll go over and we'll do the caps and see what happens. Okay, so I have my little amp board out here. This has original capacitors in it. So I dug through my box of literally monitor cap kits, audio cap kits, whole bunch of stuff in there. And I found a partial kit here. So these, hold on, let me get the paper out. Okay, U1 and U2, these IC chips, okay? Clearly, well, I'm gonna assume that these are both okay because we are getting audio out of the game. I think if they were not working, it would probably be, you know, that would be the issue. But, I mean, the thump could come from there. I don't think it is, but who knows. But let's start with these three little capacitors here. So these ones are 470 6.3 volts. So I have two of them which are 470 25 volts. So we'll put those two there, and then I need to see if I have a cap for here. And then there's these little ones here that I believe come in the kit. These little yellow ones, I forget. Yeah, tantalum caps. C1, C2, C3, and C4. Where are those at on here? They're the green ones, I think. No, where the hell are they at? C1. Okay, they're these little guys right here. C1, C2. I wonder if those are what's wrong. Huh. I don't know how to test those. I'm not going to lie. So there's C1, C2, C3, and C4. I wonder if we should start with those. I don't know that I have them. I have to look around and see if I have them. But clearly they give them to you in the kit. Obviously I don't have a complete kit because one of the last ones that I repaired, clearly I didn't need all the parts and I just scavenged a few parts from it that I needed to get the other one working. Like I said, I don't always replace every part. I try to do it, you know, what I think is bad, just from experience. Let me go look at my toolbox. I thought I had some of those floating around in there, but I am not positive. So let me go look and see what I can come up with, and then hopefully we can get that done. It'd be nice to get rid of that thump, and then that's another game that will be repaired. Okay, so I dug around at the top of my toolbox because I knew I had saw another partial rebuild kit for these. This has the two yellow ones in there. I do not have the little red guys. So let's just start with the two yellow ones. Let's just replace those, plug it back in, start the game, and just see if we still have that noise or not. If we do, since I don't have those orange maroon ones, we'll go and change these capacitors out, plug it in again, see what happens. If it still does it, I'm gonna have to really root around and see if I have a set of these. So what I've been trying to do is, the basement is a disaster. I'm trying to work on organizing all my capacitors, all my everything, and fixing games and everything else, just trying to get everything done. I've been buying stuff like these little containers here, and I'm going to put all my axial caps in here and label the drawers, just so that I can try to start getting all this stuff organized, because it takes me a lot longer to dig through all these bins and bags and stuff that I have all these parts in. And it'll just make my life a million times easier when it comes to repairing this stuff. I try to have enough of this stuff on hand so that I can repair it without having to order parts. That's what I'm trying to get to that stage. And I should start saving some of these papers, because these are a good reference point when you need to work on one of these. Rather than going to the manual, this is a lot quicker to open up this piece of paper. So I need to stop throwing these away and save them so that I can, I think it's a little bit quicker of a reference. Okay, so these two here, these are clearly used. I took these out of one of these, and apparently they were still good because I saved them in the bag. So I'm gonna put these in this other bag because I wouldn't have put them back in the bag if they were not good. So clearly those were good, and that was not the issue that I was trying to chase apparently on another one. Oh, get my soldering gun going here. Pop out these yellows. Why does one of them have a plus sign next to it, but the other one doesn't? Oh, it's underneath the cap. Okay, just trying to see which way they go in there. I'm starting to go blind. The longer lead, I believe, is the positive side. Let me pull this one out and look. I'm pretty sure. Just like any other regular capacitor. Or am I saying that backwards? These are a little pain for me to get out. Kind of hard to hold. Okay, so they have the writing going that way. And I can't read it. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm just going to verify it. I'm pretty sure on the longer leg side, yes, the shorter leg is negative. Longer leg is positive. I was correct. Pop this guy in. You know, reason why I'm starting with these is just because I knew that's what the problem was on Journey, was the tantalum caps. So why not start with them on here and see if that clears up the issue or not? I hope it does. I hope it's something that simple. If it does clear up the issue, these other capacitors are going to stay. They work. They're not swelled up at all. They're probably fine. Replacing all the components is not always the answer. But there's many a times I replace stuff because I just don't know. And I just don't know how to test all this stuff yet. I'm learning every time I work on this stuff. I learn more and more. Okay, let's solder these two guys in there real quick and we'll plug it back in and give it a shot. I am going on a arcade game pickup tomorrow. I know, I'm not supposed to be buying any more games right now. It's a really good deal. It's just a cabinet, but I'm getting some parts with it, and I have the PCB for it, which I sent out to get repaired. Got to drive 5 hours to Michigan to get it, and 5 hours home. So I'm going to leave at like 5 in the morning, get there around 10:30, load it up, load the parts up, head back home because I got to do some work in the shop. But I'll make a video of it so that you guys can see what it is. And where the hell are my cutters? Just had them earlier. Oh, you know what? They're over here. I cut that wire on that monitor. Let me go grab them. So the game I'm picking up, I think it's a cool game. I like it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Show it to you tomorrow. And I'll explain it all. It won't be a long video. I mean, there's really not much to do. It's in pretty much an empty cabinet. You gotta wait for the PCB to come back and stuff like that. So let's take this over to the cabinet there. We're not gonna mount this into the cabinet. We are just going to plug it in, turn the game on, start a game, and see if it works. Oh, by the way, earlier when I turned these 4 games were on the same switch, my Wizard of War wouldn't turn on. Had to go in there, reseat the boards, in that stupid board stack, and then it worked fine. But I love the monitor on this game. I think it's just an absolute beautiful looking monitor. And the funny thing is this is an original Wizard of War monitor that came with the game, because this monitor came out of my elevator action cabinet, because I had an elevator action at one point that was in a Wizard of War cabinet. So I took this monitor out of the other Wizard of War cabinet and put it right into this one, and still second place. I haven't had a chance to play this. That's my buddy David, who does all the 3D printing. I just have not played this since New Year's. He played it on New Year's last year and he got a high score, and I just haven't had a chance to beat him. I got the other 4 places, but I'll beat him. That shouldn't be too hard, hopefully. I haven't played that one in a while either. So let me plug this in and we'll power it on. I was also getting an audio thump when I turned the game on as well. Now you can only plug these in one way because there's a little key in there that stops it. Okay, I'm going to turn it on and see if we hear a thump. A little bit of a whining sound, a little bit of a thump. This is on got the game on a weird angle, but that's okay. Nope, still got it. Now I'm not sure if it is the amp board or if it's like interference from something else yet. I'm not sure, but it sounds like crap. I mean, it could be on the PCB for all I know. But that doesn't sound good. Really, dude? Alright, let me do some looking around just to make sure it's not something else. Give me a minute. Okay, I looked at the PCB and the axial caps on the audio board, the 12-volt rail, they have not been changed. They are original. I wonder if we should change those two real quick, because everybody says you got to change those. So I think I need to change those, which I think are 10 UF50s. Yeah, 10 UF50s. I'm pretty positive I have those. Yeah, I'm betting I do. So let me pull the PCB out of here. Let's change those two real quick, just to verify that that's not causing the issue before we screw around with the audio board anymore. Okay, got the boards out. I grabbed a couple 10 UF50s right here and make sure to verify it. Yep, 10 UF50. Let's go ahead and change those two out. Now the funny thing is this one right here is a 10 UF35 somebody's already changed. We'll just leave that for now. A lot of people say these ones right here are kind of pointless to change. I don't know. I mean, somebody changed this one. These two are old. Somebody changed that one. So let's go ahead and knock out these two right here, which is number 204, and I forget what that one is there. So we just need to unscrew this off the plate. Pretty easy. Flip it over, desolder them, solder in these new ones. At least these will be changed then, and we don't have to worry about it. Could it be one of these chips causing the problem? Maybe. I don't know. Ribbon cables are new. I didn't do any work to this board. I bought it working. I don't know if anybody's reflowed the pins or not. It doesn't appear to be. So maybe we should just do that real quick. So we need to pop this guy here. Let me get this out of the way. feel like I'm just like tearing more and more stuff apart. Like I just need to get this stuff back together. All right. Really? It went to sleep. Now I gotta wait for it to heat up. I don't think it's not hot enough yet. It's almost hot enough. I got one side loose. There we go. All right, I wonder if this says what size these are on here. Yeah, 25 volt, 10 UF 25. So we're using 10 UF 50s because that's what I have. So a 10 UF 35 here is totally fine because it is more than 25 volts. So long as it's 25 volts or more, you're fine. So we need to put this in the right direction. I like to take these and bend them like this. Close as I can. This one hole still has a little too much solder in it. I should probably check my journey board and everything else to see if these have ever been changed. Because once again, I bought the journey board working, so I never screwed with it. It's funny, the rebuild kits do not give you these capacitors. There is a way to test these. I need to figure out how to do it. I don't know how to do it offhand, but it's probably just need to look it up and figure it out. I don't know if this is going to fix that audio noise. Probably not. But at least we took care of this failure point. These solder points, these pads do not look good at all. Let's see what happens. The solder went all the way in. Okay, I'm just going to touch these pins up too real quick. Okay, all the pins are reflowed on this board only. I'll do the other ones afterwards. Right now I'm just trying to chase the audio problem. I figured I'd start with that. If this doesn't work, maybe we'll revisit the audio board again. But I should reflow the pins on the rest of the other two boards just to make sure everything has good connection. Hoping, who knows? Let's see what happens. Let me go put it in the game and then I'll be back. Plugged it back in, still the same issue. Okay, let's go back to the audio board again. Okay, let's change out these main caps, see if that does anything. I like to try to just do one thing at a time, because then if I get it and I fix it, I know if I have the similar issue or the same issue, I'll know what to look for. So I know I have these two capacitors. I gotta look for one of these. And that went to sleep again, and I gotta go chase my puppy because she just ran off with a whole bag of capacitors. Okay, she ran off with the 10 UF50s. I had a bag of them, and it fell on the floor, and she grabbed them and took off right upstairs into her dog bed. I guess she was gonna eat them, I don't know. Need to clean this tip. All right. Sure these are 470 6.3, 470 25s. So we got negative, and then this other one here is a 22 220 25 volt, and I don't know if I have any of those. 4.7 470. Ooh, 220/50. What did I say? 220/25. This will work. One of these 220/50s will work. What are you after now, Jolene? She's actually a really good puppy. She just likes to take stuff. She doesn't really tear it up. She just steals stuff. Oh, look at that. Probably can't see it in the camera, but the solder pad right here lifted, and I stuck the lead right next to it, which I could solder that in. It would solder in, but if I can lay that back down and get the lead to go through the hole, that's my better option. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Let me know if you guys are liking these kind of videos. Hopefully they're helping people out. Maybe they have the same similar issue that I have with some of this stuff. All right, power this on. Still there. I could tell on startup. Still there. Now, I haven't done any research. I'm just trying to figure it out on my own without looking it up to see if I can come up with with what's wrong with it. Could it be two of those IC chips? Maybe. Let's change them. I got extras. Why not? I gotta see if I have some more thermal paste. I need to get more. Let's do this. Let's replace one of them, plug it in, see if we get anything different. I need to get like a notebook and write down stuff when it goes bad. Write down what I did to fix it, because then that would be really helpful in the future, because over time you will forget, I would imagine. So this is U1. So let's change this one out with a brand new one. I gotta go see if I have some thermal paste. So this one's used, this one's used. Are these all used? Maybe all four of these are used. I think they are. Oh wait. No, this is new. This one's new. Okay, let me go see if I have some thermal paste. Actually, I have a whole tube of it. Probably gonna go on Amazon and order some more though, just to keep it around. I like the ones in the syringes. Oh boy, except for when you squirt way more than you need. It's a little excessive. Once again, I like to screw them in before I solder them. Reason why I'm not replacing both of them at the same time is because if this solves the problem, then I go thumping sound, MCR amp. U1 is what caused it. If it doesn't fix it, we'll put the other one in. Still doesn't fix it, then I'm starting to get a little lost on what it is. Other than those other little type tantalum caps, which I don't have, I don't think. Now these pins are a little close together and the solder pads are close together, so you really want to watch yourself and make sure that you don't bridge two of them together. Tip's loose. Okay, back to the game. It's gonna be a long video. All right, here we go. Still there. Okay, still there. Not even going to start the game because you can kind of hear it on startup. It makes like a buzzing sound. Let's just replace the other one. I'm running out of options here. It could be on the soundboard. It could be one of the chips. I don't know. Gonna have to be doing some research here pretty soon. So once again, this one should not technically be bad. I'll just keep them. I mean, why not? So let's try U2, which is the other one. This is an extremely clean board too. At this point, we've just about done a complete rebuild on this amp, except for those two orange caps, which might have to hunt around for those next. Okay. Ouch. Nope, still there. Still there. Yep, still there. All right, now it's time to do a little research, I think. All right, I'm gonna end this video. I have no idea what it is with the audio yet. Monitor looks great, so at least that is fixed. Just have this audio issue to fix. I'm thinking it's on the audio board on the board set. So I don't know if there's a bad chip or something like that, but hopefully, if somebody knows, let me know. That would be good to find out. And other than that, that's going to end this, and I will make a video tomorrow on my pickup. So make sure you guys come back tomorrow evening to see what I picked up. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.